Caitlin Clark's rookie to sophomore stretch in the WNBA has put her at the center of the league's biggest officiating debate, with multiple televised moments fueling ongoing discussions about consistency, player protection, and how games are called at crunch time. The flashpoints are clear, the emotions are real, and the camera has captured several of them. One of the most visible moments came during Indiana's win over the Connecticut Sun on July 16, 2025, at TD Garden in Boston. During a coach's challenge to review an out-of-bounds call, play was stopped, and Clark engaged with veteran referee Michael Price, growing increasingly frustrated as the conversation continued. As Price turned away, Clark reacted, appearing to tell him to grow up, and had to be restrained by assistant coach Brianne January, a scene that immediately went viral and sparked debate about where the line is on technicals and decorum. She even made a phone call gesture that appeared to signal she'd call the league, adding fuel to the conversation about how star player interactions with officials are handled in real time. That same night, Clark left late with a groin injury scare, which layered the episode with concerns about physicality and protection, further intensifying scrutiny of the officiating tone in that game and beyond. The sequence became a shorthand for critics who argue that high-usage guards like Clark absorb significant contact navigating screens and driving the lane while not always getting a whistle, especially on bang-bang plays. Weeks earlier, another headline-grabbing flashpoint arrived at the buzzer against the New York Liberty on May 24, 2025, a 90-88 Fever loss in Indianapolis. On the final possession, contact from Natasha Cloud on Clark went uncalled, ending the game and prompting Fever head coach Stephanie White to label the officiating egregious, citing both that play and a broader free throw disparity over recent games. White questioned whether the league's post-game review and grievance processes were effective, bringing institutional accountability into the public conversation. Those comments were widely covered and often referenced in later debates as a turning point in how the Fever voiced their concerns about consistency. In other late-game sequences, calls that stood after review also fed the narrative for fans tracking close decisions, including a debated moving screen context linked to a foul against Indiana in a high-profile matchup with the Las Vegas Aces, which local and fan commentary framed as another costly ruling in a tight spot. Even outside the endgame drama, Clark's season featured viral off-ball bumps and contested shot contact clips shared online, reinforcing the broader perception battle that often grows beyond a single angle or moment. It's important to note that not every ref interaction has been negative. Cameras have also caught Clark sharing a light moment with an official during a timeout, jokingly going for a high five, which shows the human side that doesn't always trend when tempers flare. Still, the dominant thread of 2025 coverage has centered on heated exchanges, no calls in decisive moments, and public critiques from coaches and players that magnified league-wide concerns about officiating consistency heading into the All-Star break. Media outlets and fact-checkers have also pushed back on some viral claims, clarifying that the league had not launched a special investigation into refereeing specific to Clark despite rumors, which helps separate documented incidents from speculation. Meanwhile, Clark herself has continued to draw attention, at times offering subtle shots or comments about officiating standards, keeping the topic in the spotlight as the season progresses. Taken together, the timeline is straightforward. The July 16th confrontation with Michael Price during a Sun challenge and injury scare, the May 24th Liberty finish and Stephanie White's egregious critique, additional late sequence controversies, and a steady stream of viral clips have sustained a season-long conversation about how games are being called and how stars are protected. The league's officiating remains under intense scrutiny, and while emotions and narratives run hot, the documented moments provide the backbone of the debate seen on broadcasts, in pressers, and across social media.